I just got to bury my nose in this muff.
You didn't save the other stuff?
You ever do that before?
It?
It's awesome.
Oh, okay, the first one. Well, I don't think there's nothing in there. But.
I love doing that.
So we're back on the gamrFeed Weekly, episode 10, right? I don't think we've ever said like what episodes we're on or when.
Is this episode 10?
Or anything like that. Yeah.
This is lucky number 10.
We've been doing it for about 3 months.
Are we all rich and famous yet?
I don't know. I would hope so at this point, right? We missed a week though.
Yeah.
We kind of did.
You guys did.
We did.
You weren't even in the state.
Yeah, you're never even here. You're in Arizona half the time.
I can't believe you're
at the Daisy Festival.
I can't believe you're still on our sidebar on Twitter.
Oh, that's right. I didn't take him off from last week that he missed.
Hey.
Yeah. I keep saying we need to.
I'm your host, Carlos Macias. Before I forget, right? I'm your host, Carlos Macias.
Introduce ourselves this time.
With Nick Simberg.
Hello.
Contributor on VG Charts.
I hate that.
And Austin Adamson.
That's me.
And our guest, Adrian Otero. He was actually here on our first podcast, right? Now he's
I think it was like first and I don't know, another number.
And you brought your wife to the podcast at that point?
Yeah,
that was the first one.
Flew
she
back,
was very shy.
He was on the wheels of steel, I think is how you introduced him.
What does that
mean?
What?
You know what it was? He probably set the tone from the first podcast where he set the mixer at that point. I think it was your fault.
So ever since then, we've been going downhill.
Because really, like, I really just pressed like the bottom buttons, and he just showed me there's a better gain button up here.
He just showed up today. He's like, "Oh, you've been using the wrong knobs this whole time."
For the last 3 months, you've been rubbing the wrong knobs.
That explains, because like the one time we just deleted half the podcast. Another time we weren't. It wasn't even plugged in.
What
for
happened
the first 10
week?
minutes?
Last week we had Ali kind of connect the laptop.
The laptop wasn't plugged in.
No, it was fun time. And I actually did go in and edit it, and it wasn't bookended. It wasn't bookended.
You just took a chunk out of the middle.
And he told me not to. Nick told me not to, but I had to do it. I had no choice.
Yeah, I heard Nick was talking the whole time while you guys were plugging it in. So.
Someone's gotta.
Yeah.
Gotta keep this show going. No dead air. No dead air.
So what's been going on this week? Anything good?
This week,
what are we talking news?
PAX
Counter-Strike?
PAX is going on right now.
Oh, yeah, PAX.
I guess PAX.
What do you mean you guess?
You guess?
You know what? I didn't hear too much about it. I don't know. It seems like every year there's a lot of hype around it, but for some reason I don't know.
The face Austin is making. You can't see it.
Maybe because my hype machine is just Twitter and I haven't checked my Twitter.
You didn't hear anything about from Halo Fest? Or
No. I mean, as far as like hype, like coming up to PAX is coming up. I don't know.
It's
me
true.
personally.
Yeah, I haven't really heard a lot of like no games were announced at PAX, really.
Yeah, it's been pretty low key for the most part.
That physics-based game from the creator of Portal 2.
Kim Swift?
Yeah, Kim
Never
Swift.
heard of her.
Yeah, that's why not a big deal. Not a big.
That game looks good.
Yeah, it might be good.
You know what it looks like is Portal.
Yeah.
Way to make one-trick pony, Kim Swift.
Hey.
That's why they wouldn't let you talk.
Yourself.
That's why they wouldn't let you talk about sex at that thing back in the day. Do you remember that?
No.
Why?
Valve
only
it was like
games?
girls in games and like
that was
sex something. Yeah, Kim Swift from Valve was supposed to be there, but Valve was like, nope, not going to let her because she's a woman.
Well, apparently this project she showed at PAX, that was her project before she went to Valve, and she just continued it.
So she's going back to her roots?
Yeah.
Like Bon Jovi?
Playing with physics.
Like Bon Jovi.
What Bon Jovi reference, bam, +1.
You can Halo Fest, they said... what do they say?
Of course, PAX is a big deal for Austin. He's like the Halo geek. Of course, it's a big deal. Where does that happen? It doesn't happen at PAX, right? It's like out.
I think it's a different venue, but it's going on at the same time. They announced Halo Anniversary.
It's been kind of announced.
No,
it'll be announced for a while.
Playable in 3D.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. That doesn't really appeal to me all that much, but I mean that's the.
Yeah,
and Gears of War 3.
It is cool, and it's a $40 game, and they're kind of adding extra functionality, extra features, even though they're
3D mode in the updated graphics.
Are they just doing the 3D to like compete with the PS3?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
okay, and the 3DS,
right?
Does that need competition? They
3DS.
did just announce a new Ubisoft game, Puppies 3D.
Oh, I saw you got excited for that.
On 3DS?
Oh man,
I saw the tweet
on 3DS. Yeah, because there's not
he
like
just
6 Nintendogs
game.
game.
See it, but he just did a fist.
Yeah.
Oh man,
fist everything.
What else came out? From
Everything
from PAX.
You're next. Oh, did you hear the news from PAX? They kicked out the Nas booth babes for being too slutty.
Yeah, I don't.
That's awesome.
They didn't have any problems with it at E3.
But PAX,
PAX is like more gamer
PAX is very anti-booth babe.
Well, so was E3. Up until a couple years ago, they had really cut back on booth babes. They were banned, I thought, for a couple of years.
That was PAX.
No, E3 too.
E3 doesn't care.
Yeah.
They done care.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Truth.
the last 3 years I've been they've always been booth.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not as
prior
much
to
as
that.
before.
Prior to that.
Yeah, I think it was during that whole Santa Monica. Let's split it up. It'll be cool. It'll be awesome. I think it was during like those years or something like that. Where
you gotta sex it up. No one cares about games. They just want to go see girls.
I just want the free energy drinks.
Yeah, and are they like not even giving them out anymore? I don't even know.
I don't. We're not there.
And you haven't been to PAX, Austin?
I've never been to PAX.
You've been to it, right?
I went last year. You want to hear a fun story?
Sure.
No, I probably shouldn't tell it.
Go ahead. Do it.
So I brought my VG Charts paid for me to go, which was great.
That's wonderful.
And then I went there and like I brought my girlfriend with me, and she was my like camera woman.
Is this the girlfriend that dumped you at a Black Keys concert?
No, she dumped me. She dumped me the day before Valentine's Day. I was gonna take her to the Black Keys concert.
Black Keys are awesome though.
They were.
I don't know if
I had to take some random girl. She didn't even have sex with me.
Oh,
okay. Well, I mean, as they do, right? As they
I
do
know.
not.
What girls? What's their problem? Take them to Black Keys concert. They won't even put out.
That's fair, I guess.
Her boobs are as big as my head, though.
But
that
so
was
what was
awesome.
the story? So what was the story?
Back to PAX.
That was a PAX story.
2010.
Oh yeah, I brought my girlfriend up there, and so I was like doing all these stories and stuff. And then night when I was supposed to be writing stories, I was just like having sex in the hotel room instead, which was great because Brett paid for the hotel room.
All right. I'm sure he wants to know, right?
Only at PAX.
That's good for
Was that the story right there?
What's he gonna do? Stop paying me?
That's the story. That's the story.
Oh, I was hoping for like a Bon Jovi reference as well in it.
Oh yeah, I was like playing Bon Jovi while doing it.
Yes. So other than your paid vacation, I guess to PAX.
Hey, I worked. I wrote 10 articles in 2 days.
So how was it? How's the environment?
It was amazing.
The atmosphere.
Everybody was
a very sweaty environment.
No, it was really friendly.
Yeah, it's all about gamers.
You've been to Comic-Con and PAX?
I haven't been to Comic-Con.
You haven't been to Comic-Con?
I went to PAX, E3, Classic Gaming Expo in Vegas. I went to the Mortal Kombat tournament, and I went to BlizzCon.
Well, no, because the reason I ask is I'd be interested to know like what's the difference, between Comic-Con, because Comic-Con is like elbow to elbow, right? Like people waiting in lines. They're both public shows, so I'm like, I don't know, is PAX kind of a similar
PAX was a lot of waiting, but you know what? I got credentials, so I'm like, what's up?
Cool.
And they're like, oh yeah, you have an appointment. Come on in. We'll give you free drinks. And everyone's like, oh man, I want to see Duke Nukem Forever. And I'm like, you're gonna wait in line for 5 hours. I'm going in right now.
Are you really proud of?
What a great investment that was.
I was the first person to see and play Duke Nukem Forever, and I wrote like the worst preview on the entire internet. Everyone was like, oh, Duke Nukem Forever, this is great. It's just like old Duke. And I wrote about it. It was like, this game feels like it's from 1994.
Yeah,
I even said it like that. 1994.
Oh, I thought you meant like worse, as in you didn't write it very well.
No, I read like everything terrific.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
I'm an excellent writer, but I was.
I'm an excellent writer.
Because I was like the king is back, baby. That was like their thing that they keep saying about Duke Nukem. Yeah. My tagline was the king is back, maybe. Which I think is terrific.
Kind of clever.
I think that was great, and the whole thing just went downhill. It's like in the first scene, you can like take the poop out of the toilet and throw it at the wall, and it just gets worse.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
The whole game was just balls on a stick.
I think I kind of defended it on the podcast to say that it wasn't as bad as people were reviewing it as, because it was like 2 out of 10.
Yeah, would you give it like a 6 out of 10?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I kind of stand by.
Know.
I stand by my maybe like 5 out of.
You know, if you were on IGN, a 6 out of 10 is the worst score a game can get.
Well, any
or on
site really.
Game Informer,
it's all skewed to where like if you're not a 7 at least, even a 7 is pushing it.
Yeah,
but 7. If you're not a 7 at least, why are we even talking about this game? It's the worst game ever.
There's still billboards up for Duke Nukem.
So what's up at PAX? Anything else? That's what I'm saying. There's not too much happening there. I mean,
I've been trying to
as far as
everything.
Like if you're there, I think it's mostly for people who go there and they get that experience of like they're with gamers in that community. Everybody's into games.
It's
and,
for people that aren't in the press like we are. So they're playing the stuff we all played at E3.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, oh, Skyrim, we could play Skyrim and Bioshock.
No, what was supposed to be playable? There's like a couple of games that are going to be playable, though. I mean,
I think Skyrim's playable now.
Skyrim, that's
it wasn't
one
at E3, but it is.
Yeah, we just watched it.
It is now, and yeah.
I mean, Counter-Strike Go, right? Were they going to have that?
Yeah, that was...
Or not Go, G-O, right?
It's Global Offensive.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that?
Don't care.
Don't care?
I am excited. I like Counter-Strike.
What about you, Adrian?
No, I was told it was going to have like cross-platform, right? PC to PS3.
Well, I think PC, PS3 to Mac, right?
I think that's quite amazing. Just you know.
Actually, and the PS3 version is gonna have a keyboard support, or I don't know if keyboard, but at least mouse, right? Keyboard and mouse. So that should be.
How would you do just mouse?
Yeah,
this isn't the original Doom.
I don't know. Maybe that's what I heard at first. Just mouse, but keyboard and mouse should be cool.
Keyboard and mouse, yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, interestingly enough, me and Adrian used to play at school. Actually, right? At school, we played at LAN.
Oh yeah,
this is mine. We played it. We actually played at LAN all the time. It was like 30 of us would get together in one of the PC LAN. And the teacher there, whoever was in charge, he was always like on us, like, "You guys need to keep it down. You can play Counter-Strike, whatever. You need to keep it down." And like he would suspend us for like a couple of days, like once a month. He was like, "You guys can't play any more of these violent games or whatever." And like, "Mr. Goodlow, you need to calm down. We're trying to get down on this Counter-Strike."
Name dropping right now.
You better hope he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to anything. He's like old basketball coach. He's like the most out of shape basketball coach you've ever seen, too. And he was over here trying to teach us about computers. But no, we had fun. It's super fun. And like the trailer, did you guys check out the trailer? I mean, it looks just like Counter-Strike, I guess.
Yeah, you can see some dust and some office and.
I mean, I think the thing that's like the biggest thing that Valve is showing off, or they're talking about, is the matchmaking is supposed to be like, I don't know. The coming of Jesus or something like
what? Is it like instant or what?
They're keeping the beginners, you know, from like being so with the experts. So it's like they're going to be in a great
You get set into a division and then you only play with people in your division until you move up.
So
something like that.
It should be cool.
Bored.
Something like
that. It should be cool. I don't know. I'm excited for it. It's coming out for Xbox Live Arcade and PSN.
Is it going to be $10?
2012.
Because that would be nice of them. It should
be $10.
You know what?
If anybody,
it's a game from '94.
I think Valve might be pushing it, and I'm predicting that they'll go for 20.
Yeah.
20. Ariel over here is saying 30. Ariel, Adrian's brother in the background.
No
He said, no,
way.
I don't think, no, 30.
No way.
For a downloadable live arcade game, 30, I don't know.
Hasn't there been a couple games that have been 20?
Yeah, there's been already a few
$20
games.
I don't know. What's been 20?
Not any shooters or multiplayer competitive games, but I think there's been... Galaga was 20? A downloadable game?
You're lying. What?
Dead serious. They came out with
You're
Galaga
confused.
Legions.
And that's Dalan in the background as well.
They came out with Galaga Legions. It was like $17 on the network.
Are you sure you weren't confused by all the numbers they were throwing at you?
Because
they got
the conversion rate.
1,600 points. And
that doesn't sound right. 17 is not a typical pricing level for...
So, yeah, I don't know. For me, I think if anybody, it'll be Valve pushing maybe to $20. Yeah. I don't know. I
say 15, 20 since it's a live arcade title.
It's probably going to be 15.
That'll be great. I want it to be 15.
You know, it's a game from '94.
Hey, it's the third iteration of it. I don't know. It seems like they're pretty serious about it. I think they're like, no, there's Counter-Strike, then there's Counter-Strike 1.6, and then there's Counter-Strike GO. You know, so
no, there was Counter-Strike Source.
I don't know Source. Source, and then GO. Yeah. You know what I'm.
Yeah.
We know, but we're not the listeners.
So Counter-Strike. What do you guys think of the whole Deus Ex versus Gamestop debacle? Or it's probably Square Enix versus Gamestop.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. What do you guys think of it?
Should I summarize real quick?
Stupid.
Okay, OnLive and Square Enix had this deal where every boxed copy of Deus Ex Human Revolution for the PC would include a code, a voucher, to download the OnLive version of Deus Ex for free, which is normally $50, but then you'd have it, and then you could play it in the cloud, so you can play wherever you go. And then GameStop sent out this memo to all their employees. They're like, hey, you need to open those brand new copies of PC games, take out the coupon, reseal it, and sell it as new.
Brand new?
Well, were they resealing it? I don't know if they were resealing it.
They have their
because see, what GameStop does is whatever
no shrink
they
wrap
do.
on PC games, you weirdo.
Yeah, there are. Some of them.
Some of them, not all of them, though.
Since when? It's just cardboard box.
I've had one. With the games for Windows...
in
the DVD case?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's like, it's a cardboard box with the DVD case.
I think what GameStop is doing is like they've done this. They gut out the cases and they just put an empty case. And actually, they'll sell you that gutted out case. They'll be like, they'll come and get it and be like, oh, I want a new copy of whatever, Deus Ex, right?
And the disc is new.
They'll go to the shelf and go get it and put the disc.
You let your employee take that home and play it for 2 weeks. Because that's what they do. They let the employees rent the games.
Yep.
But then Square Enix came out and they were like, GameStop can do whatever they want.
Well, I mean,
and then GameStop was like, actually, we're gonna give $50 gift cards to everybody who bought a box PC game of Deus Ex, and also buy 2 get 1 free used games deal.
Yeah.
So at the end, they lost more money.
No, but
well,
I mean,
they gave away a $50 gift card for the. It would have been
instead
a $50
of the,
coupon,
the
which
one
is
game for their
the game is $50.
Yeah.
So that like if you bought PC Deus Ex, you got it for free.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I wish I bought it.
Yeah, I have OnLive, so it's cool.
No, I mean, but I mean, the main thing I think you didn't mention, right? Is that GameStop, they do plan on having a game streaming service similar to OnLive.
Yeah, they're already got.
Well, not even Impulse, GameSpawn or something is supposed to be working.
Well, they bought.
No, they bought GameSpawn, and the thing is called Impulse.
Yeah,
they're doing game downloads now. They're already doing the game downloads, but they're going to do a streaming thing early next year. It's in beta now somewhere.
They haven't detailed that at all, though, because they're talking about game console streaming. Not because what OnLive does is, when are we going to get sponsored by OnLive? What OnLive does is they're doing PC game streaming. But GameStop is talking about game console streaming.
Well, like the micro console that OnLive has?
What do you mean?
Yeah. As in, like, Xbox 360. They've said specifically Xbox 360, PS3 game streaming. So I'm wondering, are they going to do it?
No,
that's GameStop's thing.
Game streaming, that's... I don't think they're going to stream, like, the Xbox dashboard.
No, of course not. Well, but, I mean, are they going to have an app on the Xbox? I'm just wondering,
Netflix,
what the details are. Are they
he's saying, like,
download
a GameStop
on
marketplace on Xbox.
On Xbox.
Yeah,
okay.
They haven't really gotten into it. I mean, they're supposed to be launching that this year, right? Like beta at least.
Yeah, I think the beta's coming out pretty soon.
And I don't know. I'm interested to seeing that because I'm all about the streaming future.
But the thing that really won out of all of this thing, I didn't even know Square Enix was including OnLive coupons. Because they didn't really advertise that.
Yeah, they.
No. But the thing that got so much advertising from this whole thing is OnLive, and they're winning so much right now. They don't even have to give away their free games anymore. GameStop is double screwed. It's great.
Well, yeah, I mean, all the publicity, whether or not it was like, we have to kind of take these coupons back. People know about OnLive based on this scandal, that it even exists, that you can get Deus Ex, that you can play it in the cloud. It's free publicity, you know.
Oh, yeah, and after the whole coupon thing, GameStop recalled all their games. They stuck them in the back room because the games were going to be just completely recalled. Yeah. And then they just sorted everything out, and now GameStop.
Really? I mean, in a way, I don't know.
Mistakes.
In a way, I mean, GameStop is the evil corporation. I hate them as much as the next guy. But I mean,
it's
in
the
a
only
way,
game store.
But in a way, it's like I kind of
Amazon
feel bad for them, and I don't want to say this, but I kind of feel bad for them because it's like because Deus, Square Enix really just dropped it on them. They're like, we're just gonna throw in OnLive things. Whether or not they really consciously thought it's like it's competing with whatever they're coming up. Like it's still kind of they did screw GameStop.
They were just trying to give customers better value and get more Deus Exes out there. It's like buy it on PC.
I don't like to feel bad about GameStop too often because I really hate that store and I'd never try to shop there. But it's kind of like I don't know. Square Enix maybe planned this and they were like, screw GameStop. We're not gonna need them.
I don't think they really thought about that.
Yeah,
they're like, is GameStop not gonna like this? They're just like, we're gonna. It's for the customers. It's not for GameStop.
Yeah. GameStop's the one that overreacted a bit.
They could buy it anywhere else.
Well, they overreacted.
They
overreacted, but also like.
Amazon.
Their customers come back and you could either get a refund
download it like a real person. If you're playing a PC game, download it, you weirdo.
Yeah, you should have pre-ordered that on Steam.
You should play it on OnLive because you don't have to download it. That's what you should do.
So what else? Star Wars Kinect delayed. Does that
good
news? Does that matter?
No one cares.
I hope it's actually good. I actually hope it's good though.
It's
from
not,
what I saw,
the game,
it was looking really.
The game is not going to be any better.
You think so?
Everyone just wants that R2-D2 Xbox.
What I saw at E3, it was horrible looking. Like
that game will have good sales because of that limited edition
sweet Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they do sales numbers with that though. If they include bundles,
yeah, they do.
Sometimes
they do.
Sometimes they'll separate them.
The best-selling game of all time was Wii Sports, because it came bundled with every Wii.
Only in America though, or North America. It wasn't in Japan, which I think was weird.
No,
you had to buy it separate.
Oh,
I know, right? Who would buy that?
Yeah.
Actually, I had a blast with that. Not the point.
Yeah. So Sonic CD. Anybody excited for that? It's getting ported to Xbox Live Arcade, PSN.
That came out of PAX, didn't it?
Oh yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's one that's playable.
Wasn't that
PAX
before PAX?
Like
they
the
announced
day before, I think.
They announced it, but it's playable at PAX.
Right.
Like you can
playable at PAX.
I like Sonic CD because you could be Silver Sonic.
And
I know this because I
there,
have
right?
it on the Sega CD because I'm awesome.
Too awesome.
Can I borrow it?
No, get out of here. Quit mooching, you Mexican.
I have Mega Man Legends.
Is it okay to say that on a podcast?
You know what? I'll act like I didn't listen hear what he just said. But Mega Man Legends, I have actually even played it. I haven't even played it. I need to find time before I start borrowing stuff. Hey, don't remind him. So Sega Sonic CD, are you gonna re-pick it up maybe?
Nope.
For achievements? Trophies,
I don't buy games twice.
All right.
I do.
I would get it for the. I'm gonna get that God of War PSP collection.
The only game I ever bought twice was Flashback on the Super Nintendo and the Genesis.
And you regretted that?
No, that game was terrific.
Whatever.
The game was one of the best Super Nintendo games. You should get it on your Super Nintendo.
Heck yeah.
It's amazing. It's a CD game on a cartridge.
What?
So they advertised it. It was great.
So what else? Was this right? Did I hear something about a 360 price drop, or that was just rumors?
No.
What happened?
4 gig Connect bundle, I think, had a $50 drop.
Like on sale this week, or
I think
that's
it's
permanent?
Just to match the PS3.
I don't know. I heard that's what I heard.
Does everything price drop for no reason?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because Microsoft has been out publicly saying, no, we're not gonna do a price drop. Like, why would we do one? So it's kind of surprising.
It's just on that one bundle.
Oh, just on that bundle.
Yeah, not all the SKUs, just the 4 gig Connect bundle, $25 price drop.
So.
And is that the
$25?
lowest bundle you can get?
Well, I mean, $200.
That's the lowest bundle with Connect.
Well, that's what they did last time around too, right? On their lowest bundle, they sort of dropped the price.
Yeah.
And people started buying it up.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna give you a reason to upgrade, and
What do you think of the PS3 price of like $50? Does that matter to you?
How much is it now?
Adrian's, you're kind of a Sony fanboy, right?
No, it's just that that's all.
If he was really a Sony fanboy, he'd already have a PS3.
Yeah, no, he does.
I do have a PS3.
Yes, he looked.
So what does this have to do with anything?
I'm just asking, like, does he have any thoughts on it? I guess, like, do you care? There's like, people.
Since I already own a PS3, it doesn't really matter. But I should get people on it more.
How much?
I mean, nobody's on PS3.
Is it down to $249? Is that what it is?
Well, PS3 $249. The Xbox is the one. I wasn't sure if it was a rumor, but the Connect bundle of it, I guess, is $250. $250.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's good.
$249.
You get yourself an Xbox now, Adrian?
No.
You're working a truck route now. You have money.
There's no reason to buy an Xbox right now.
What is a truck route?
Netflix on PS3 already. It's like, I don't really need anything else now.
It's funny, my Xbox Live Gold expired, so now I'm actually using my PS3 a lot more because it has Netflix that I don't need gold for.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I'm going to let my 360 expire also. I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
But I kind of miss Last FM, which is weird.
You have Pandora, don't you?
I do. I have it on my phone.
There you go. What more do you need?
My phone is so much better than my Xbox right now.
Any other news? Any other cool stuff happening? No?
MLG is going on right now. No, you guys not into competitive gaming?
What's that?
Well, tell us the story. What's going on with MLG?
Just they had Gears of War 3 played.
Competitively?
Competitively, yeah.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
It's ready,
Gears of War 3?
Oh, yeah, it's gone gold, right? It's been gold for like a month now.
So they're competitively playing a game that's not even out yet?
Yeah. Okay. Just like they did at Gamescom with Dota.
Dota 2?
For the $1 million prize.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, cool. So no, the Gears of War 3, they're playing League of Legends, they're playing Halo Reach, COD Blops.
But it's cool because all those games that haven't even came out yet, it's exactly the same as the last iteration, so it's fine.
Well, they get the pros in months before, and they play it. They basically beta test it.
Well, you know what the another release for games that are already out, Mortal Kombat Collection? Anybody care about this?
Nope.
This is Mortal Kombat is like a game like Mortal Kombat 9 or Mortal Kombat No Number, I guess. They improved on those classic games. I don't know why they keep trying to make me buy Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. They're not good games.
This is the exact.
They are not good games.
They didn't balance anything.
Mortal Kombat 9, you didn't like?
No, this new one.
The new one was awesome.
No,
I love it.
The collection.
Yeah,
collection.
They didn't balance any of the 3 games, and those games are terribly balanced.
And they're going to be maybe like 15 too, huh? Right? Like, or I don't know. I don't think I've heard pricing.
It's $10.
It's $10.
Yep.
Well, then at
because
that point,
all they added was online play.
Oh yay!
And leaderboards,
trophies, achievements, gamer score.
Third Strike, PlayStation. Anybody care?
What?
Street Fighter 3, right? Third Strike. Dalan, what's up with the look? Dalan,
I don't care.
He knows about this. What's up with Third Strike? Are you gonna download it, or what are you gonna do with that?
Well, I definitely plan on downloading it, only because my friend Genicel, he's just huge on that. Just to say, number 53 in the whole Evo fighting thing.
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
But the way we play Third Strike, Like, we just would play that for hours straight out online. Period.
Yeah, so that should be good. You're gonna get it sometime soon. It's out, Dalan. It's out, Dalan. You're not a real fan. You don't have it yet.
When I played it, it was actually very smooth. Like, they actually fixed some of the smoothness that was on the original one that was out for the PlayStation. Like, they actually upped some of the graphics. Like, it's basically Third Strike HD.
No, it's not. It would have never came out if it was HD. You know
how
long what was it? Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix?
Oh, that
took
was
7 years because that's a real HD
That was pure
game.
bullshit.
It's funny because it took so long to make that, and yet they can release 3 different Street Fighter 4s within 6 months.
It's all hand drawn. You know, they gotta go back and hand drawn. It looks
and
beautiful.
For the hand drawn, we need hand drawn
on
too.
an HD TV, it looks beautiful. It really does.
I was actually kind of mad at Street Fighter 4 when they went 3D again. Street Fighter 4.
It's 2D.
Do you not know what Street Fighter 4 is?
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4
is 2D.
No, it's 3D.
The characters are 3D, but it's a 2D
the
plane.
characters are 3D, but
Yeah.
it's a
Like,
2D
what do you mean? It's
What do you
3D?
mean 3D?
Yeah, the models are 3D, but
The models were like
The
cel-shaded
environment is-
3D, and the way they actually use the computer generation to try and actually get the characters to move, it became very sluggish because they weren't using regular
3D.
animation like they normally did, where they actually hand drew everything.
Yeah, give
King of
Adrian-
Fighters
give
did it right.
Adrian the microphone
King
back,
of Fighters
Dalan.
did it right. I don't care what you say.
all
Give
right.
Adrian the microphone.
Yay, fighting games.
Well,
Hey-
you know what? I don't know.
Hey, remember that last time King of Fighters was relevant? Yeah, me neither.
There you go, Dalan. There you go.
GG noob.
Hey, what you do? You follow the? You don't follow the news too much, Adrian? Anything big
No,
this
sadly
week?
to say, I haven't been following the news at all.
There you go.
There you go.
What have you been playing actually?
Thanks,
before
Adrian.
Before we
I
go
thought
to
we
break.
were going to go to break, then come back.
Before we
No,
because
Oh,
we're gonna give
yeah,
Dalan the
we'll
mic.
give
So
Adrian
what you
it.
been playing, Adrian?
Dalan was just on the mic.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
I'll be back.
He's waiting in the
Oh
wings.
boy.
Adrian, you've been playing anything cool lately?
No, just been playing Mafia 2, sadly, just going back to that.
Not sadly. It's
It's a horrible game. That's a horrible
It's okay. I would say it's okay.
I didn't beat it, but I enjoyed
beat it
the
and it
hours
was okay.
I spent.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like driving around in...
Wait, but
at
why
40 miles
Mafia
per
2?
hour.
I mean, there's other games you could be playing, right?
Yeah, why are you going back?
Why are you going
Well,
back
I was playing
Mafia
GT.
2 out of
I was playing
everything?
GT5, but then
No,
the
you
game
weren't.
started-
GT5,
Yeah.
Gran
I mean, Gran
Turismo 5.
Turismo 5, yeah.
Okay. Why?
And
I thought you meant GTA 5, and I was
GTA
like,
5?
what?
but
that
I
was
was
correct
like,
usage.
yeah, but it was like,
Yeah.
But we were all thinking open world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And game, well, once before the game got broken, and, you know, we pretty
wait,
much
what,
got
GT5?
Yeah.
Your copy got broken, or you mean
Yeah,
in
then
the
we got,
game?
we got, what's that, a service? Gamefly?
Game.
Oh,
Switch
yeah.
the disc.
Awesome.
Switch the
That's
disc, yeah.
You
Now
rent
that just-
games?
You know what? Fuck
Weird.
OnLive.
Yeah.
It's all about GameFly. Really.
Well, it's just
Whoa,
to
whoa,
replace
whoa,
that
whoa!
disc.
Don't burn bridges.
No, they're both great. No, OnLive, I like the future. I want the streaming future.
That was our one
Just
F-bomb to make
GameFly.
this still PG-13.
Yeah.
Adrian.
You have
Oh,
we
hey,
hit
guess
our
what?
limit.
I just found on the internet
Here we go.
$10 Galaga Legions DX. When it launched, $10, 800 Microsoft points.
Daniel, you were
$10.
confused. That's what we were talking about, Daniel. You were very confused on that one.
Was gonna buy it. It was 17.
We can't really hear Adrian, Dalen, but Adrian, no, continue with we'll let him talk.
It
on that.
launched at $10. It's not going to increase in price.
I think we have a
you're
good battle
confused.
going.
You're very confused, Dalen. Adrian,
I think somebody just made...
Wait, were you looking in euros or something? Like Canadian money?
All right, defend.
When I
Oh my
originally saw it,
God.
when I actually downloaded the demo when it first came out, there was a rumor that it was supposed to be $17.99 when it was going to come out on the PlayStation Network, and I was upset about that because I didn't want to pay $17.99 for some Galaga. I'll go to my computer and just download it for
But
free.
nobody's
It's just-
forcing you to buy this game, Dalen.
Yeah, but
you know that, right?
$17.99.
Whether it's 17
Would
or
you buy
25.
Galaga for $17.99?
No, I wouldn't.
buy an arcade.
Exactly.
Nobody's forcing me to
Buy an
Exactly.
arcade cabinet with Galaga for $17.
You know what?
But
I need
they
to get?
want
I need
you to
get
buy
an
it.
arcade. I need to get an arcade. I really do.
Now, what is an
hey,
arcade?
They have
They've
them at
been-
Toys R Us.
Do they?
I thought
don't even gotta
it wasn't
ship it
real.
or
They don't
anything.
even have it at ThinkGeek. They have them at Toys R Us.
What the
Oh,
heck is an
man.
arcade?
Arcade is for the
It's
iPad.
got a
You
little
can-
joystick
has a-
in the
Oh,
button.
yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Oh,
like 30
little
bucks.
mini-
And
It's
they've
like
been
30 bucks.
supporting it. Like they've actually been supporting that little.
It looks
that
awesome.
Little arcade machine.
Or they have just that stick-on-stick for your iPad too.
Oh, I have
seen
that
that?
one. Yeah, I have that
Sure,
one.
it's not
Doesn't that thing? Yeah, I
It's
heard that
cool,
thing
it's
was
cool, but
breaking
it's
a
not-
lot.
What the
little stick
arcade
that,
or
the little stick that you buy for?
No, I think well, as far as I've played, it's pretty resistant. It's an iFling, I guess, that you put on the iPad.
Oh, okay.
And it's it's pretty resistant from what I've played, and it works well enough. The thing is, the problem is when developers make the games, they don't necessarily take into account that you might have a physical thing on there. So the radius of of your analog control and all that, or virtual buttons or
what?
They don't.
Terrible.
Yeah, they don't work. They don't work very well sometimes. But for the most part, it's a cool little thing. And I'd rather have an arcade though. I'm gonna go to Toys R Us after this. Is it open?
No.
Okay.
They probably close like.
Adrian,
9.
continue before we go to break. So you're playing Mafia 2,
Yeah,
and it
pretty
sucks.
much. Yeah, that's.
Are you planning on beating it though?
I already beat it, but
Going
you
for
know,
that.
you
know what?
specific-
They left the
through it.
cliffhanger at the end of that game.
Whoa! Spoiler alert.
No, I don't care. It's Mafia 2. Nobody's gonna play the next one. I already did Mafia 2. But Mafia 2, yeah, apparently, like, what, you get framed or something, right? Or what happens at the end of it?
No, you actually put yourself in a mess, and you know somebody has to go, and turns out to be. I don't know if people
Your
actually
homie.
care. Yeah,
they
pretty
don't.
much,
They
yeah.
really don't. And Mafia 2,
Yeah,
you know,
and that's pretty much it.
How about Mafia for the end with the zombies?
Mafia 4 the
What
end.
the-
Does that
Was that-
exist? Or that doesn't?
Right, that's
Or
Yakuza,
maybe-
whatever, the same game.
Yakuza, yeah, Yakuza.
Oh.
I love the Yakuza
Yeah,
series.
those are actually
They're
pretty
the
good games.
same
Oh,
game.
man.
Remember,
They are.
did
They
you-
really are.
Did
but
you play
it's
Godfather
just-
game? They're all the same. L.A. Noire, same game.
No.
Whatever.
Oh,
Go to
Noir
break.
was,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
cool.
that looked really good actually.
No,
it was quite a different game.
Okay.
That's different.
Everybody
it
got
has-
fired. The company
it has
got
like-
shut down.
It has like
Really?
It
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. They really
Well,
screwed
they-
it up.
they-
Somehow.
they
They
were
made a good
Team Bondi.
game, and then
They
it
were like
just-
trying to sue, and like the working conditions and everything just
Yeah.
fell apart. Rockstar, Team Bondi, and they sold like what
But you know
400,000
what? But-
copies,
but
and they
the-
were all like, "We're gonna sell millions."
No, they
And
sold.
like,
No, they sold.
they sold
4
all right.
million, about 4 million.
4 million.
Yep.
And it's
LA
like that's
Noir,
not
4 million.
enough. That's not enough.
No, it's
No, it
it's
isn't.
more than
We
enough,
spent
but,
$600 million to get this face technology.
Well, I mean, the cool thing is that Rockstar, from what I've heard, actually, Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever,
Yeah, it's gonna
might not even
incorporate
be
it.
Grand Theft Auto 5 though. Might be Grand Theft Auto like
Right.
Los Santos or whatever city.
Subtitle.
Yeah, so
GTA 4 Part 2.
Yeah, I mean, because if they make the next
Well,
Grand Theft Auto,
episode-
they're saving it for probably the next generation of consoles. Where like we're gonna make a new technology and really take advantage of it in
Yeah.
a full.
No, they're
sequel.
not.
Well, hopefully.
They're
Grand
not.
Theft
I
Auto's
mean, they're
awesome.
not going to take advantage of it.
No, not in this.
It's gonna
in
be the
this
same
next
game
one.
with prettier
In this
graphics.
next one, what it's probably gonna be, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like Grand Theft Auto Vice City or
Right,
Grand Theft Auto
right,
San
like a-
Andreas. Yeah. Like make it bigger, use the same tech, make it bigger, add more. You know.
But they,
liveliness
I thought they
to
did
it,
all
I
the
guess,
the episodic stuff, so they
That
wouldn't
was
have to do
awesome.
that.
I
Like,
love
Ballad of
those
Gay Tony,
episodes.
I guess, was really good.
I liked Lost
the-
and Damned better,
yeah,
but
the Lost
Ballad
and
of Gay
Damned, yeah.
Tony was pretty good too. Like,
And
yeah,
it-
I mean that was really
and
cool.
it had a penis in it, which was really
They-
neat
Yeah,
for
full
something
frontal
that's
nudity.
yeah.
It was
There's
surprising.
not a lot of dong in video
Well,
games
not
nowadays.
even in film do you see a lot of
Oh, you had-
female
yeah.
nudity, but even in the game, it's kind of like, whoa, what?
That was
Oh,
male
okay.
nudity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's
In
it's
a
become-
video game.
It's becoming a lot more prevalent
Yeah,
in
in
movies.
movies, yeah.
In the last like few years. I think.
Well, since what is that Dewey Hard movie or Walk Hard movie?
Dewey-
That was graphic.
Dewey Cox.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
graphic. I don't know if you guys remember
I
that
remember
scene.
that.
I didn't see that. The only thing I remember from that movie was the
he's
Jack
he's
White as
like, I don't know if
Elvis.
he's on his knees or he's like somehow sitting somewhere, and 2 guys just come up to his face
Oh,
with
yeah.
their penis in his face.
Oh, I
In the
remember.
locker
I
room or
remember
something.
Bruno had
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole bunch of dongs.
Dancing
Oh yeah, the
penis,
spin,
and,
the
spinning.
Yeah.
And-
What was it? What was it? I Love You Man had.
Oh
not-
no, it
not
was
I Love
no,
You
it
Man,
just had
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's what it was.
He just dropped his towel and everyone was like, "Ah, penis!"
Yep.
All right, and with
That's the
that,
only
we'll
time
go
you
to
could say
break. We'll
penis
come
on this
back.
show.
We'll come back with Dalan Kirkwood,
Let's go down swinging.
and
dude.
we'll talk some games what we've been playing.
Video game.
Did you want to talk about penis?
It's my favorite game. we watched Doctor Who. We watched 2 episodes of Doctor Who, and then we played Rock Band and ate food and stuff.
Rock Band's cool. I don't know about the Doctor.
And then we played Smash Brothers, even though I hate Smash Brothers.
Oh, it's too popular.
Well, went from a Doctor Who party to a gaming party. That's a completely different thing.
It was just a geek party. We all had a geek orgy afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the noise I made.
That's dirty.
Is that when you rub your Macs together?
He asked if that's when you rub your Macs together.
You just get out your dongle.
I'm trying to figure out what my Macs are.
Mac computer.
MacBook.
Oh no, I don't have a Mac. I have a Dell.
Oh yeah.
Because it costs like $30. I got a laptop.
So we're back on break. Or after break, I guess.
Yep.
We are back on break.
With Dalan Kirkwood actually now on the mic permanently. Or,
apparently.
For the rest of the
He was more on the mic than what's-his-face.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Then what's his face?
Oh,
that's fair.
No, we could hear him though, at least.
Every time he tried to say something, he jumped. He's like, "Yo, I'm Chris Tucker, yo."
See, that's racism.
No, it's
that's
not.
racism.
That's racism.
What? You don't like Chris Tucker? I saw the Chris Tucker goat. Did you see the Chris Tucker goat?
God.
Apparently, I remind most people of Bill Cosby.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Apparently.
Say something about Puddin' Pops.
I don't want to say nothing about no
Puddin' Pop.
Say it in the
WTF. I'm not doing it.
Say it into Austin's microphone because he doesn't have the Puddin' Pops popping microphone.
I've got a pop filter.
Pop.
Kind of awesome, actually.
I'm not doing Puddin' Pop.
Ariel says he looks a little bit like Wayne Brady, though.
No, I don't know. Nothing like Wayne. You must be out of your...
Maybe if Wayne
I
Brady...
can see the Cosby thing, but I don't know Wayne Brady.
Maybe if Wayne Brady fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the the tree landed on him. No, I'm just kidding. You're very pretty.
That's gay.
I mean, I wouldn't date
you. That's gay, right?
Because my parents would never approve. Not because you're black. Just because you're a dude.
I'll accept that.
So,
a black dude.
So, Nick, you've actually been playing games this week.
I played different games this week besides Prize Claw, even though I still play that whenever I use the bathroom.
Prize Claw.
Okay, so what games?
What
real games have you been playing?
Digital games. How about that?
I played Deus Ex for a bit. I did not hate it as much as I did at E3. That's good news.
Yeah, they demoed not very well. I remember looking at it and I was like,
terrible.
What is Deus Ex
I played
3?
that. I was like, this game sucks.
Well, that's why it's a demo.
It's no Invisible War.
Let's
save
Deus Ex for a little bit later since me, Nick, and Austin have played. But what else? Right?
Well, actually, before I got here, I played Desert Bus for an hour.
What is that?
Oh yeah, they don't know what Desert Bus is.
No, I don't know what Desert Bus is.
That must be an iPhone game.
Okay,
no, it's a real game.
It was on Genesis and everything.
I was about to say, it's not like
it was the biggest troll of all the trolls in the world. Like, it was a massive troll.
Because someone in Congress said, oh, games are just teaching kids terrible things to do, with their lives, and just murder simulators and all that. And we need to make a game that...
This is the one where you drive?
Yep. You need to make a game that's representative of real life, and will teach them real life skills. So Penn and Teller actually commissioned this game to be made. It was a
road trip.
It's a 6 to 8 hour road trip from Tucson, Arizona.
That's right.
To Las Vegas
in real time. In real time.
I will stick with Oregon Trail. I feel better with that.
And the thing is, there's no traffic, but the ground outside is just dirt everywhere, every direction, and all you can see is there's a little clock and your odometer.
And every once in a while, maybe a bug will splat, right?
Yep. And you drive your 6 or 8 hours,
and nothing happens.
And you just hold down the accelerator. There's no gas stops or anything. But the thing is, the wheel is a little crooked, so you can't just hold it down.
So it's slightly.
So every couple seconds, you have to tap the left button, so you go back, and it's variable too. The wheel gets worse or better, going on. So you can't just set a macro.
Man, that is awesome.
And so I was doing that for an hour. I was just holding on the button, pushing left every once in a while, and if you crash, you go off into the road on the side of the road too long. It crashes, and then a tow truck comes and picks you up from the nearest city. There's only the 2 cities in real time, and takes you back to the beginning. And if you get from Tucson to Vegas,
but it's a new view, right? Don't you see the back?
Nope.
Or you just see it in reverse.
Tucson to Vegas, and then you have to get back from Vegas to Tucson, and if you do that, you get 1 point.
Mm-hmm. 1 point.
And every year, these guys do it for charity. They just play for like 48 solid hours.
That's what I heard
like five solid days or something.
It's most famous for.
Okay, that's why I've heard of it.
They still do that. They make like $100,000 every year.
What a Desert Bus.
They should just use that for a DMV game. Cartridge?
That's it. No, he's got it emulated on his Wii.
No, what I was gonna say is that they should really make a new version of it.
Yeah,
a little bit better graphics
on the 360.
I mean, I think it's because for the time it was like a statement. Like, it's like, okay, you want realism, here you go. But now it's kind of like it's more accepted, I guess. Generally, more accepted.
Well, think about it. Like, imagine it with Kinect controllers or something like that. Imagine how annoying it would be.
Did you play Wing Commander? Any of the Wing Commanders? They made you fly to places in like real time.
Oh man!
Really?
Just like 30 minutes, like just.
But I've heard good things about
Hold
that
on,
game.
I'm not done.
It's not a knock against that game. The fact that you go to places in real time, because I've heard good
on
things
Wing Commander?
about Wing Commander.
Yeah, once you get there, the like space fight and stuff, and then it's like, hold on, I gotta get to the next planet.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. Yeah. No, actually, honestly, yeah, Game of the year. Some they've gotten some.
Hardcore,
it's been up there, like considered a really good game.
Eve.
So what else? I know you played Bastion, right?
I played the Bastion demo just to see if I like. Well, no. See, the thing is, I listened to the soundtrack for 8 hours at work the other day.
You like
that soundtrack was terrific.
It's really good. Yeah.
Like I almost want to buy it, but I'm not gonna.
But how about the game, Bastion?
I played the game, and the game was awesome.
It was.
But the thing is, it was awesome.
It is, like we said on the podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Nick agrees with the popular opinion.
But I have the same problem I had with Street Fighter 4 and Trials HD and the stupid Penny Arcade Adventures. I can't play it on my stupid SD TV because the text is that small. I can't read anything.
Too, right?
Yeah,
that's the first. Like that's the first.
Yeah,
game.
That
like
what?
I can't read.
My first one was Street Fighter 4. Like I could not do the training mode. It's like you got to push these buttons, and they're like, what button? I can't read what the buttons are.
Street Fighter. I would think you just fight in Street Fighter.
No, you got to do the training mode and
you
stuff.
Have to do the
training mode and it says like you have to push the button, and you can't read.
I
what
can't
button
read them.
Is. Yeah, no, I think I did. I played. I had that same experience.
I have a 26-inch SD TV.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, it's SD, but I can't even play Penny Arcade. And I really want to play those games too.
Really?
They just announced the third one. I don't care. It's
play
funny.
Custom Quest instead, which is a much better game.
Can I read?
And it has DLC.
Yeah, that happened at PAX too, didn't it?
Yeah, they just announced the third one.
Yeah,
that they're working on that. It could happen.
No, the guy who's doing Breath of Death and the Call of Cthulhu game.
The Xbox Live Indie games.
Yep. And he put it on Steam and made way more money.
Of
course, just like Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy.
But yeah, Bastion was awesome, and I wish I could play it. But now I need like a $400 TV, and it's going to turn that $15 game into a $415 game.
You can get a
$450 game. That one game. But what about your other games?
You'll be able to like a cheap monitor. That's what
I could play it on Steam. But the thing is, like, I have this laptop, and I don't like putting it on my lap because it makes my balls melt.
Wait, what did you get stuck on in that game that the text like got you stuck?
No, I didn't get stuck on anything. Like
not being able to read
any of the upgrades and stuff. I couldn't tell what they did.
Yeah,
those are important too.
I couldn't tell which ones they were, and I couldn't tell what the weapons were. Yeah, and I couldn't tell what the stuff I picked up. It was like push X, and I could only tell it said push X because of the color. I was like,
that's why they do it.
You know,
and so I pushed it, and then it said, you picked up something.
I actually had that same problem with Metal Gear Solid 4, because when I first bought Metal Gear Solid 4, I had an SD TV, and when I was playing that game, very beginning of the game, those subtitles were small as hell. Small as all hell.
All right.
Yeah.
And then after I got an HD screen, suddenly all the letters became fucking huge.
Yeah, it's like those.
They're just huge.
For
that's our second F-bomb in there.
You said the first one is your fault. You started this.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
it's okay.
We had Allie on the show last week, and she was just swearing up a storm.
Dropping bombs left and right.
And then you started doing it too because you're like, oh, that's fine. No one's gonna listen to us anyway. Just
I'll tell you, we'll just bleep it out. How about that?
No, too much work.
Carlos is too lazy.
Yep, Carlos doesn't edit.
I edited somewhat last week.
You cut a chunk.
A little chunk, a tiny chunk. It took me forever, dude, to cut that. It was like 20 seconds I cut out, and it took me a while. Like,
how long did it take you?
It took me like 33
minutes.
It took me like 33 minutes.
33 minutes? How do you know it was
4 times?
I don't know. I figured 33 minutes is about the right time it took me. It took me a while. It took me too long for what I actually did. That's the thing. Producing
That's
is
your
actually
life.
not.
No,
Not
nobody
the
wants to
easiest
do
job.
Sound
so
editing
anything else besides Deus Ex for now?
No.
Dalan?
I was playing some other OnLive games, just seeing whatever.
Can I borrow OnLive system?
No, get out of
I
here.
just need your press account.
You know, if you were at PAX, if you got us to go to PAX,
but I wouldn't have a press account. So what's the point? I just want like,
set your own press account.
Yeah.
You're there with the guy. It's like, hey, let me give you my card, and you can email me. That's what I did at E3. Don't you have cards? Where's your cards?
Yeah, I have cards. I have them in my pocket too, actually.
Really? Why did you bring them with you?
I have them with me at all times.
Right now?
I just have them at all times. You know.
Give these guys some cards.
Dalan, what you've been playing? Anything interesting? You were playing El Shaddai over at my house before we came
I was
over.
playing that El Shaddai. I only played one battle though. It was
Yeah.
against that boss, and it was pretty much one of the strangest games that I've ever really played.
You played some really creepy stuff too.
Well, it's not. It's not.
Did you play
necessarily
Amnesia?
creepy.
Oh,
Dark Descent?
I want to play that, yeah.
I have it on OnLive. I'm thinking about it. I kind of want to pee
Let me have your
myself.
press account. Dalan, I really want to. That seems like a really cool game too, but I've never wanted to pay for it. So.
To tell the truth, because of my brokenness, I do not have an Xbox 360, so there are a lot of games that I actually have not.
El Shaddai, Dalan.
Do you play it on Wii?
Well, there's a Wii at my house. I just don't play it.
But you have a
I'm
Wii
tired of
that's
Nintendo games.
You
I
have a
love
Wii that's
kiddish
modded,
games.
right, with all the games in the world, like someone else on the podcast.
That is illegal. That is
Yeah,
amoral.
but Dalan, nobody knows that he's not on the internet. He's not. You know,
Dalan
he's good.
Kirkwood, you can find him at
on Facebook. On Facebook,
he's on the internet.
On my
His white pages. How many Dalans are there in the world?
Well, to tell the truth, I did have an Xbox, but it sucks because it got stolen.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
What kind of community do you live in?
Hey,
it wasn't even my house.
Let's not make... Let's not go there.
I'm just curious.
Let's not go there.
Because I live in this Mexican neighborhood and everything is safe.
Yeah.
Sometimes it smells like tacos, but whatever.
I live in a black neighborhood where I need to watch my back.
Cool. Or else you get shanked.
No, I'm afraid
Up
of getting
into jail.
shot.
So,
Capped.
when you're not worried about getting shanked, what do you think of El Shaddai when you're playing battle? Because of course it's more important, right, than worrying about your life.
Exactly. So,
I'm glad I'm white.
Well,
what do you think of the timing and rhythm based?
It completely cuts off every conversation I have. No,
I love this podcast.
For the game that I was actually playing, it was just this gigantic octopus /
Well, you're talking about another game right now.
No, I was trying to describe the boss that I was fighting against.
Yeah, well, it's a boss that's kind of in two halves. It has a bottom half and a top half that kind of comes off and flies around and tries to smash you down. It looks octopus-ish.
And I watched Carlos trying to defeat this thing.
Octopus-ish.
Push-ish.
And I think it's actually an overly basic game.
Yeah. Well, it's really simple. There's just a jump and an attack button, but it's all like hold down the attack button.
Very artsy.
I heard it gets a lot deeper as you get farther into the game.
No, it's the same. It's just that one attack button, that one jump button.
Is it kind of like the Dishwasher Dead Samurai, where it seems really simple, but you get a lot better at it when you don't suck at games? I haven't played that, but maybe.
You guys talked about this last podcast.
Well, Dalan's experience, right?
That's what I get.
Okay, right.
Let's talk about this guy again. Let's go.
Yeah, what else? Are you playing anything? You play anything else?
I am not a video game.
All right, anything else?
Other than El Shaddai? What do you got?
Cool.
Me and myself, I'm sure you guys actually talked about them already previously, but I actually recently started playing Dead Space 2 thanks to Carlos's...
We haven't talked to it.
You have not actually talked about Dead Space 2?
I love that game.
It's awesome.
That's because it's been out for like a year before the podcast
came out.
Yeah, no,
January, February, yeah.
Well, I thought... So far, I've just enjoyed Dead Space 2 in accordance to Dead Space 1.
What difficulty are you playing on?
I was actually playing on the hardest difficulty. I can't go without playing on the hardest.
The hardest difficulty available.
Oh, well...
Not hardcore.
No, the one just above normal. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. It's the one just above normal, because you can't actually play the last one without beating the game first, which I still think is stupid.
Are you there, Isaac? Come in, Isaac.
I thought you were talking about Dead Rising 2 at first, and I was like, okay.
No, Dead Space.
Have you had any trouble with that difficulty so far? Or it's been a good experience, or you're having fun with it, or it's like, man, I don't have enough ammo. What the...
Well, there was one point where I was having an issue with it when you go back to the old Ishimura from the first game.
Oh, yeah, I love that part.
And I went in there, and I had no idea these massive things were just going to come rumbling at me in this large hallway. they just took me off guard.
What do you think of like the cutscenes, like in between levels and like?
The things in between levels, I love those moments. I just want to record them and just keep them.
It's amazing. that train level is incredible.
Oh,
where you're walking through the train and it's splitting apart the whole time, and you're flying through the whole cabin to cabin. Are they called cabins?
I don't know.
Whatever
corridor.
they are,
let's call it a corridor.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
but the way they built that game, I think it was a beautiful game in all. The way they actually set the graphics for it.
How does it compare to the first one for you? Did you play the first one? Or?
When it compares to the first one, it's like you don't need all the weapons, really. They give you so many weapons, you only use like 3.
As in like the first one you didn't need all the weapons?
Yeah, in the first one you didn't. Well, in the second one they have a couple of weapons that you don't need either. But for the first game, it was like you only really need 2 weapons. Period. Yeah. You got your I forgot what the name of the plasma cutter and the line gun.
Well, I mean they really varied up the enemies as well in this one. I mean they got those like the little dinos or whatever that hide behind
those
cover
and
they'll screech at you. They'll come out screaming at you, screeching when you least expect them.
I hate those things, and every once in
that's what I was thinking.
Every once in a while, they like to put a window there that'll break. And you don't really notice it sometimes.
Yeah, you'll go into an area and you'll just shoot out the window and the pressure's coming in that's going to take you out.
There was one part where I actually got caught up in it. I walked into the room. I had no idea this glass window was there. And apparently there's this laser you can actually walk by that'll actually set off the entire place to go into lockdown and the monsters will come out.
Yeah.
And there was one monster that snuck up on me, so I turned around and shoot him. But then there was another monster to my left, and I shot him in his little arm. It was an explosive arm.
Exploder guys.
I exploded him, and a window broke out. I had no idea that window was there, and I was getting attacked by 4 other monsters.
Oh my god!
And I got sucked out that window.
Yep. Good times.
There's some really amazing moments.
I love really Austin's like this whole time way more than his description.
Oh, I love that game.
It's just amazing.
The window.
Are you gonna play it on hardcore?
Once I actually beat the game, I get that extra game plus. I saw Carlos going.
I actually started playing it over, and I don't have time to play games over. But I was like,
you get what 3 saves?
I want to play this. I want to play the
3 saves. You can't use any of your old equipment.
Oh, I don't know if I'll ever
Hardest
go through
difficulty.
that one.
Wow,
because that's a like 10-hour game. That's like you have to if you're planning on you doing.
You gotta dedicate yourself if you want to do.
My first save was going to be at chapter 8.
Did you plan that?
I made it to chapter 7 3 times. 3 times.
You need new hobbies.
3.
You need a job where you actually work full time.
But the worst time,
you need to have a kid.
The worst part of
That'll give you some
the
perspective.
worst part was you have to watch the opening cutscene. You can't skip it. It's Isaac's girlfriend waking him up. Are you there, Isaac?
That creepy orange girl,
Isaac.
Well, you don't
I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
Well, you don't like girls?
No, I don't like hearing that annoying, whiny voice 8 times in an hour.
It's just that
not be married.
Suck.
You get tired of hearing her, really. She talks all the time, and every once in a while she'll talk to the point where you can't understand a word that she's saying.
So Dead Space 2, amazing.
Yeah,
Dead Space 2, amazing itself. Some irritating moments.
Austin,
but
anything besides Deus Ex before we get into
I've been playing some retro games. I got my Dreamcast hooked up, so I've been playing some Jet Grind Radio.
Another amazing game.
Yeah.
Probably for me, game of the decade.
I love that game. I love Jet Set Radio Future.
Of the 2000s. Seriously, that game was
I like Jet Grind Radio a lot more than the sequel.
Right, because of the...
Well, the sequel, they simplified it. The sequel was just like you tag once and like you tag a big... tag or whatever.
Well, you got to remember that Dreamcast fans are a lot smarter than Xbox fans.
I don't know, quite possibly.
Dreamcast fans, the ones where they just burned a bunch of CDs.
They made a Game Boy Advance version of that.
On those GD ROMs, remember that?
Oh yeah,
disappeared quick.
Yeah.
Remember the Bleemcast?
The PlayStation
that was
emulator?
gonna emulate 2-3 PlayStation games. It was Gran Turismo, Metal Gear Solid, and I don't know what else, something else, but it was like 3, and they were like, we're going to shut this down before you guys start doing anything stupid.
I did have a PlayStation emulator for the PC, and it came with Space Jam.
Did you have to buy that?
Space Jam.
It came with Space Jam.
Did you actually buy that?
Yeah, it was like $4. I was like, man, it comes with Space Jam. Let's see this. So and then I was like, this is the worst thing ever.
How far have you made it in that game? Or you plan on replaying the whole thing?
Yeah. I've only made it past like the first 3 or 4 levels.
And you're making your own tags and everything?
Not yet. Okay. I was just testing out my Dreamcast basically.
What other games you got on Dreamcast?
I only have that one for now, but
that's the only one.
I'm building my collection.
No, you telling me you don't have Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
You're gonna say he needs Shenmue?
I was gonna get
Shenmue sucks.
Shenmue 1 was good. Shenmue 2 was
the worst thing ever.
I was gonna get it. I never played it.
Well, you have to really get into Shenmue in order to actually.
No, you're
enjoy
like,
Shenmue.
I need to go save my father, and then he's like, walk really slow, and then he's like, hold on, I gotta collect all these toys.
It's what you know. What Shenmue
don't forget
is
to
like.
Stop at the arcade.
You know what Shenmue is? Shenmue. If you want a good version of Shenmue, it's the Yakuza series. That's what the Shenmue. It's Yakuza is Shenmue, the real sequel.
Shenmue
what
was
it
like
should have been.
What?
But no, you
Heavy
should play
Rain
through
is
Shenmue.
because of Shenmue.
You should
try it, and then.
Let's make a.
I got tired of Heavy Rain.
Button pressing the whole time.
No, and it's Shenmue's really interesting because it's open world before there was an open world because it came out in like 2000, I think. So it's really interesting, like. To see the game, and there's a lot of detail in that. I mean,
that was massive detail.
He like Yu Suzuki like bankrupted Sega just based on that game or something. There's like $50 million unheard of like that he dropped on Shenmue, and you can tell. I mean, with the graphics and the assets and everything. I mean, whether or not it was a good game,
they forgot to make it fun.
Knows,
but man, that thing was pretty.
They forgot to make it fun.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I'll still give it a try.
You should
kind of like Bouncer, right?
Let's not talk about the Bouncer.
I also played some Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo 64 because I hooked up my 64.
Did Pikachu rock you?
No, I just played as Samus on very hard. Went through.
You should get Seaman on the
Dreamcast. I kind of want to.
It's awesome.
Wasn't that the one where they're cussing the entire time?
That's some guy's head on a fish.
Yeah, and hosted by Leonard Nimoy.
Yes.
First of all.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then it's basically a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
You like make it grow, and then it like grows, and then you like tell it about yourself, and like there's even warnings in the instruction manuals like. Don't give away your VMU because people can find stuff out about you.
Yeah.
I never.
Did you play that was like a security risk.
They like banned it from like the CIA and the Pentagon and stuff.
Yeah, it was like a security risk.
Did you play it though?
That game was awesome.
I never got a chance to play it.
I didn't have a chance to play it.
Every morning before school, I would like wake up early to like feed my Seaman. And then when like the water drained out and he came on the land, it was like, oh, I'm like a father.
Oh, spoilers.
No, you grow him and then he like gets on land.
Weren't they working on a sequel or something like that?
It went out in Japan. They were supposed to
not for Dreamcast, but like even for a newer system.
It was on PS2 in Japan. They had a sequel.
Okay.
I might have to get a Japanese PS2.
I think was it in Europe too? I think it was just Japan.
But recently, I thought I heard some like
there was supposed to be 3DS.
Oh, that's quite popular.
But I don't think it's gonna happen. Nobody wants to buy a 3DS.
Not even.
Even for puppies, 3D.
The sales went way up last 2 months in Japan.
Yep.
Way up.
I
mean, comparatively,
No,
but
it was the best-selling system.
It sold really well last 2 months.
Wait, we are talking about the 3DS, right?
Yeah, in Japan.
But it's funny because the best-selling system only sold like 100,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like comparatively, it's just like
because the other systems are like 12 years old. It's like, do you guys want another 360?
So
no.
He's like, oh yeah, actually my fourth one just broke again. It'll be fun.
Do we do Deus Ex?
Yeah, I think we should. We should jump into that.
Nick,
augment our way.
How's Deus Ex Human Revolution?
It's better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, that E3 demo.
You sound so serious
right?
about that.
Or any demo really that you saw.
Excited at least?
No,
I wasn't. See, I would have bought that game. I rented it, and now I'm like, I'm gonna buy it.
When
because
it first came out, I was like,
the teaser,
Deus Ex!
The teaser trailer.
Even after Invisible
really
War,
exciting.
you were excited.
I didn't mind Invisible War.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
It wasn't.
I quit on
as
that
bad
game
as I didn't finish it.
I don't remember finishing it, but I played it a lot.
But it was awesome, right?
It was way prettier than the first one. Hey, I don't beat games. It's just not what I do.
All right,
you just play it until you get bored of it after like
you're playing it. You've been playing it on live, right? How's the experience with?
He doesn't like mouse and keyboard controls.
Mouse and keyboard is weird. Like I can't get that sensitivity perfect. Like no matter what I do.
But you are using a mouse, right? Or you're using the trackpad?
No, I use a mouse. Trackpad.
I don't
That's
know. I've just seen his laptop. I don't know what kind of setup. I don't know what kind of setup he has. But you know what? That Deus Ex, from what I've played, it seems like it would be a keyboard and mouse game, like perfect because there's so much stuff you interact with.
Well, yeah, like the whole entering passwords and stuff. I think would
it'd be much easier on PC.
That passwords is like one of the stupidest parts. You gotta like move your mouse over.
Shows it on the. Or can you not use the keyboard? You can't use the number pad.
You can type it in, But like the first, I didn't know that at first. I was like moving my mouse. It was like came in from all of the corner, like really slow. Like, it was like 5, 4.
Oh no,
2,
you didn't.
And they didn't even tell you.
It was like boop boop boop. It was like Duke Nukem Forever. When you're like drawing on the board or like trying to push buttons, it's just like.
Well, just because you're playing a game on PC doesn't mean that you can use the number pad.
Oh, that would be the first thing I'd try, though. I mean, I saw it when I was playing on Xbox, and I was like, dang, if I had a number pad on here, I just would punch those numbers in.
But see, like, you get really good with entering. Oh, I have a little keyboard on my Xbox controller.
Yeah, but I don't think it works.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Why not?
That's stupid. They don't think that way.
Why don't people plan?
You got to understand they don't think that
way. That would have taken like 30 seconds to program.
So what do you think of the game? How far into it are you actually?
I just beat like the first level.
What do you mean the first level?
The tutorial?
The first boss?
Well, like once you get up to the part where
did you fight a boss?
To the 3D or to the E3 demo part?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I skipped that game because it was like, this looks horrible.
What did you fight a boss?
Playing it, it's amazing.
I don't think I fought a boss.
Okay, you would know.
Okay, so how, like 30 minutes in, I guess.
No, I played like an hour.
Okay, an hour in. What do you think of it?
It's okay.
Seriously, ecstatic. You make us all want to buy that game.
The thing is, I hate cover-based shooters. Like Gears of War sucks.
I love Gears of War.
I hate Gears of War.
And Deus Ex is kind of weird because you're actually in first person.
Yeah,
like you have a first-person view the whole time.
Except
but like when you go in a cover, it's kind of like an awkward. Like let
jarring.
me get into cover, jarring. And you're seeing them in third person.
See, I didn't have any problems with that. It reminded me of like Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I've heard a lot. I've not played Metal Gear Solid.
And you just like peek around the corner. You've never played Metal Gear Solid?
No.
Well, how
Shame
about
on you.
I played a little bit on PlayStation.
I'm confused right now.
What do you think of the shooting? I guess like is it? It's because you don't get very much ammo. Like ammo is scarce, and it's like if you shoot one bullet off, you're gonna alarm everybody, and you're gonna die.
That's why you headshot.
And I got a silenced pistol.
I do not.
I need a silenced pistol. I was trying to figure out how to silence my pistol.
Awesome.
The problem with Deus Ex is there's like all the options. Like you can sneak around, but like just the first 2 Deus Exes, I just run in and it's like, oh, there's a guy, shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
Next guy, shoot him in the face, and then I just keep doing that, and they're like, oh, there's free guns.
It sounds like Splinter Cell.
They only have like 4 bullets when they drop a gun.
Yeah.
It's like 4 bullets in their gun.
That's why I shoot him in the face.
Realistic, right?
No, yeah,
realistic.
Why would a guard have 4 bullets?
Because he spent a couple probably.
No, but they never run out of ammo.
He gets bored and practices on the wall.
They don't run out of ammo, but they only have 4 left.
One thing
they just like shoot each other for like practice.
The AI in that game is pretty stupid.
That's good.
Yeah, it seems to forget about you easily.
Like
and it doesn't really.
Like if you're ducking anywhere. It's like
they'll walk right past you as long as you're in cover, and they don't like stop and look. Like they don't have any peripheral vision, and they hear a noise. Like you throw a cardboard box and like bounces around, and they're like, "What was that?" I'm gonna go look around.
You know,
and then
Metal Gear Solid had that down like 16 years ago.
Yeah,
they figured that one out.
On the NES, it was better.
What do you think of like somebody who picks up the game thinking it's like, oh, it's a first person shooter, and they're coming off of Call of Duty or something? What will they think of?
It doesn't have good first-person shooter mechanics.
But the thing is, it's better than BioShock in that regard. Like, if you ever played the shooting mechanics in BioShock, like it was more of like a first-person. I felt like I was looking. I felt like I was looking and not aiming. That's the best way I can describe it.
Well, this really doesn't have a. Oh, I guess you do have that kind of a crosshair, but it's like not.
It has a crosshair.
Yeah,
that's another one where you have to be.
It turns red when you can shoot him.
Yeah, well, you can shoot green people, can't you?
What?
Well, no, I mean, as far as Deus Ex,
the black man, you know that, right?
You can shoot black guys.
No, I mean, I think as far as Deus Ex goes with the controls, at first I was kind of like, yeah, this isn't as smooth as a Call of Duty or a Halo
and everything.
Or anything like that.
It felt too jarring. I mean,
you get used to it, though. I think you do get used to it, and you get proficient at it. And I think a lot of the game, most of the game is like situational kind of. That's what the whole game is. Like, okay, you're in this building, you got to get to this key card, or you got to get access this area of the level. Get there, try not to die, and you will die if you get spotted.
You can go through an air vent, you can hack the door, you can overhear the security
I like
code.
the little like achievement trophy thing where it's like traveler. Every time you go into
it
gives you like
experience
for traveling or something.
I'm curious for this game. Is it actually a more wide range game where you can actually move pretty much wherever you want, or is it like linear like God of War?
It's tunnels and stuff. Like there's an end point, but there's like 16 ways to get there.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to get there.
It's all about choice. You can
find
play
a van,
it how you
or
want.
you could like,
or you could not even.
There's one achievement where you play the whole game without killing anybody.
I was gonna do that. It's 100 points.
It's a huge one.
I was gonna do it.
OnLive, it's 500 points.
I was gonna do it, and then I played like the first 5 minutes, and I was like,
"Bam! Shoot
I can't do this." But I think I could. I think I could after playing it for several hours.
If we get this podcast posted by Monday, will we?
Yeah, we should.
Because on Monday night, if you play it on OnLive, the devs are going to be watching people.
Oh yeah,
like they're going to be like 6 to 9, and they'll be like chatting at you, and they'll be watching you. And if you're doing like the cool stuff, they'll send you a prize pack.
What? Well, but this is on PC.
OnLive,
right?
yeah.
It's on OnLive. You can play it wherever.
Oh, OnLive. Okay.
So you can play it on your Microsoft.
Oh, so yeah, of course. I can see that's why.
Or you can play it on PC.
I'd rather do OnLive. I don't have a powerful enough PC.
Like
that's the most exciting thing.
No,
about
OnLive.
No, it's just your internet. PC. It's just your internet.
No.
Do you know what OnLive is? Do I need to like pimp it right now?
No, because you said you could play it on PC, but PC like locally I couldn't do it. I have this laptop that barely can handle
That's
Audacity.
what OnLive's for.
OnLive,
yeah, exactly.
It has nothing to do with.
Yeah, I know it doesn't.
Okay.
Like I'm cool.
Oh right.
He's talking
I don't know. I don't consider.
PC
I don't.
part.
If you say PC, I don't consider OnLive like you're playing it on PC. As far as like directly on your computer, I mean, does that make sense?
No.
You're playing in the cloud.
Yeah, in the cloud. It's kind of like you're playing in the cloud. Yeah, it's
but
from a PC.
You don't have a micro console, so you got to play it on PC.
Can I have your press account?
No. Where's Mega Man?
So are
Legends?
you guys down with
Deus
Ex?
You haven't played
You
it?
guys gonna beat it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, that's
I
your
like
Mega
it.
Man Legends?
It's my Mega Man Legends.
The one that's collecting dust on the shelf? Is that
Probably.
yours? Okay.
Do you dust your shelves here?
No, it's clean. Dalan, shut up. Are we done? Are we done? You guys done talking about games?
Games. Yeah.
I guess.
No, if you're done talking about
Deus
Ex.
Or Adrian, you have something to say? What other thing?
What other thing?
Who's this
No, we'll
guy?
do it after.
Yeah.
So that was the gamrFeed Weekly
Yeah.
with Carlos Macias, Nick Simberg, contributor to Beat Charts, and Austin Adamson, and Dalan and Adrian. Thanks for joining us this week. Latest.
Well, hopefully we'll have another one.
So
that's not the point.
That's not the point. Then you're not understanding.
It could be like $10 and it doesn't matter.
All right. So yeah. So actually, this will probably be the last podcast as in its current form, or as far as we figure.
Say it ain't so.
Into it, because I mean I don't know. It's mostly there's a lot of reasons. One of the primary reasons, I guess, is time.
Carlos is going to school.
Yeah, I got to get out of that job. I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast before, but I have to get out of that job.
He's got to go back and get his GED. He's like 35.
GED. I think. No, it's funny because it's not. I have my AA and I have this. I guess that's something, but it's not enough, right? So that's a time constraint. Other issues, but mostly, yeah. I mean, if we could figure out how to get the podcast going, figure out some other cool way to get it.
It's like a part of me is going to die.
Is it? Austin?
Yeah.
This is the best part of Austin, actually. Because he has hard toast, but that site hasn't been updated for
I
like 6 months.
thought you were going to do a review on there.
I have my Bastion review written, but we haven't posted it yet. V2 is going to be
because you got a lot of content on there, you kind of have to fit it, right?
Right. There's too much content coming in, so we can't.
The editor editing it.
So, I mean, I don't know. I guess thanks for listening, and we'll be up to stuff, though. Austin, what will you be? You're on Twitter, so you'll be able to...
Yeah, he's Xbox Gamer, G... M-E-R.
Yeah.
X-B-O-X-G-M-E-R. He's Xbox Gummer.
Gummer.
You have anything to pimp as far as like plans?
Well,
like
I'll probably be guesting on the Monster Vine podcast, monstervine.com.
That's right.
What is Monster Vine?
They're a gaming site, blogging site, gaming blog.
Well, I mean, he doesn't post on Hard Toast. So
I just guest speak.
What is the podcast name actually? If people want
the
to look it up.
Vinecast, I think is what they call it.
Is it on
Monster
iTunes
Vinecast?
He doesn't even know.
I don't know. I don't think we posted on iTunes yet.
Okay.
But I've been on there a few times. I'm taking classes again this semester at Citrus. And
he's doing something with his life too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And working on Hard Toast. Our V2 launch should be at the end of September.
Wait, you are gonna seriously update?
Yeah, no, yeah. The other two, it's just three of us that work on this site. And
follow him on Twitter then, and we'll make sure we'll get. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we figured something out. But for now, the podcast is in hiatus mode.
Oh man.
Nick, what are you gonna be up to?
I'm doing my open mic nights and stand-up comedy.
If you live in LA, come check him out, support him.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Follow him on Twitter.
What's your Twitter?
I'm Twitter.
Llama.
The Game Llama. THEGAME.
Any extra L's?
AMA. It's just Llama. Llama has 2 L's, you weirdo.
Do you have any places you frequent? Frequent open night?
I do El Cid a bunch in Silver Lake and the Hollywood Hills Hotel on midnights at Friday at midnights. At midnights.
Yep. At midnight.
Is midnights like the room or something like
no,
the midnights?
It's just at midnight
auditorium?
In the middle of the night.
Oh, so 12 a.m. I could probably show up to those.
That'd be awesome.
I didn't know that I could actually support you for this.
You can come whenever you
want.
want.
Well, what about writing? Any
writing? I actually...
Of course, you're a contributor to VG Charts. That's well documented.
See, the thing about VG Charts, I've only made one post since E3.
That sounds very productive.
So that's why they keep demoting me, and I don't blame them. But on the other hand, they don't pay very much.
At all.
So I'm actually writing... well, I'm not going to lie. It's cool. Yeah, I actually write for a couple other sites too.
Okay, what are those?
I write for Delta Gamer, where it's kind of dude bro, but I make some cool posts. I make some cool posts over there.
You go. Somebody has to make fun.
There's
money off of that. There's that audience.
There's this new site where I'm gonna start doing like comedy video game stories.
Cool.
Called the damlag.com.
Damlag.com.
It's called but there's no the in the URL.
Okay, so it's damlag.com.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm gonna do that twice a month.
I've heard of that.
That sounds like it.
Have you really?
They're
revamping the thing, and they're gonna have like some real quality stuff. There's not gonna be news. It's just gonna be like real stuff that'll like live, like how they redid GamePro.
Timeless.
To have 24 4 issues.
Well, how they did GamePro, where John Davison came in and they're like, "We're making it better." It got better. Then Davison left, and GamePro's cool now, still, but not as good as when Davison was running it.
Oh well, but yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm trying to maybe move to San Francisco someday.
Ooh, word!
So I got a lady up there. And
oh yeah, that's where
all the real game websites are.
Yeah,
and the magazines and crap.
So that's Nick. For me, you can follow me on Twitter as well. A Deus Ex clean. I'll be writing on VG Charts
and
I'll
ADUCE clean.
Yes,
because that's weird. It's Mr. Clean in Spanish apparently.
No, Korean. Deus Ex is Mr.
Oh, of course it's Korean because I forget that you're Korean and not Mexican.
Annyeong.
Of course. Actually, I'm taking a Spanish class right now, and my teacher is Korean, but she speaks like perfect Spanish, like it's amazing.
Don't you also speak Spanish?
Yeah, but
I'm really confused.
Trying to step my game up a little bit more.
You're teaching yourself the language you already know.
Step your game up.
She told us she's from Korea. Then speak on the mic if you have something to say.
Are you sure she's not from the Philippines?
No, she said specifically she's from Korea. And then she moved to Ecuador, and then she came to the States and teaches
then there
Spanish.
You go.
Wow.
It's a big story. On Twitter, you can follow me. I'll be sure to pimp any future projects. And, we love doing the podcast.
Yes.
We love doing it, so there's a way to keep it going. Or another mode, we'll let you know on our Twitter feeds what's going on. So thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone.
We've had like 600 downloads or whatever,
Total?
Total.
Because we've had 10 shows.
Since the beginning. We've had 10 episodes. But, it's, we've had people listening. Thanks for listening for you guys who stuck around. And follow our Twitter feeds if you're interested to see what we do next.
If you'd like to, let us know.
All right. Thanks for...
If you want to hire us to be on your podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening.
We love you.
Call us.